And we're live. Nice. Sorry about the delay. For some reason, OBS had an issue connecting to the live chat. A little bit of an issue getting this, getting it started, but. All right, let's take a look at the Discord here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn down the volume here. And I'm going to turn on the audio. Let's do -30. That's a good level. Now let's go ahead and... Nobody was supposed to see that. Explain it later. Let's do... Yes, you. Alright, what were those maps that were requested? Let's do... Sprints, Workshop, Superheated. Oh, right, I have to enter playlist mode. Add you. Oh. Delete roof level. Whole. Oh, I'm not subscribed to that one. Let me go ahead and get it. And then yep, I got that one. Multiplayer, online. Okay, now let's go ahead and create that playlist. Okay, nice. Cool. Okay. That's nice. Let's see what we got here. Well, I guess we just play one at a time. Let's get this going. Seems like kind of a slow day. It's kind of a, you know, relax and maybe get some work done kind of day. But first, these several sprint levels which were requested. I wonder if I ever did a video recording of this. I think I did. I mean, it certainly seems like a level that I would. Well, it seems like it's kind of slow on the game chat for today, so I don't know. I guess I'll check out the oh, there we go. So now I guess we spectate the other players. Gotta get into my announcer mode. Respawning at the checkpoint. Looks like he's reluctant to take off, which is understandable given the nature of his situation. Over the lava lake. Ooh, looks like he steered a little bit too close to the edge there and paid the price. Alright, can he make it this time? Until he's sticking closer to the outer rim, which is a smart move. And up through the fog of the volcano. And excellent. Stuck the landing. Looping around, took the portal, making it to the next checkpoint. Everything looks like it's going swimmingly. There he goes. Can he slow down in time to make this turn? Oof, looks like he got stuck a little bit right there. He hit a couple of obstacles, but he's back on the track. He's back on his way to the end. All right. Oh, and he recovers, which was unlikely. Man, this guy is indestructible. Collision after collision. Oh, but it looks like his luck was short-lived. And he keeps going. Looks like he's decided to use wings in order to get over this area, which is understandable tactic. A little bit too slow on the transfers there, and he's paying the price. Can he recover? Can he get back on the track? Oh, looks like he wasn't quite fast enough. All right. Up onto the side rail. Looks like he's slipped off the track. Up and over, nice. Looks like he's not quite prepared for that second transfer, unless of course the strategy was to bypass the transfer altogether. Ooh, and he got lucky. Flipping around. Not quite lucky enough though. Is he going to stick with his strategy, or is he going to try and use the original? Alright, who have we got here? Looks like he's going to try and go around. Clinging to the tops of the rocks. Try and lower himself down onto the track. And he made it. Now it's a question of going around. Looks like he's going the wrong way. Although I'm not sure if he knows it. It looks like he's just figured it out. Okay. Steering a little bit too wildly. Looks like he does have a plan. Almost to the portal. When he wasn't quite prepared for that turn. Alright, now up and over. On the side of the wall. Up. There we go. Up and over again. Looks like he's going for the same strategy, trying to make it over. And he sticks the landing. He made it, folks. Okay. Now it's a question of whether or not he can survive the second gauntlet. Okay. What's this guy doing? Ooh, and through the girders. What a way to go. He's got a bit in front of him. Unfortunate, it keeps making the wrong jumps. Let's see who else we got here. It's like it's just 3 players currently. Up. And he was not in time for that pop-up wall. What's his strategy going to be this time? Looks like he decided he wants to go the top route. Just a good strategy. And just barely he makes it. Okay. And through the portal. Good. He's caught up with the others, it looks like. This seems to be the sticking point. It seems to be where everybody's getting stuck. So let's see what's going on here. Wasn't quite in time for that final transfer. Looks like he just didn't see it coming. Didn't quite steer through the middle. Looks like he's employing a new strategy now, trying to go around instead of taking the 2 quick transfers. And it seems like instead of trying to use a wall transfer at that juncture, he's attempting to fly onto it, which is a little bit confusing. And there he goes again. Some beautiful collision physics. You just gotta love the way that the online code handles online play. Alright, looks like he's figured out the 2 transfers. And he is on his way. Near the end now, he's in the home stretch. Can he survive? Looks like he's in the clear. Alright. What's this fella do? Good so far, nice form. Looks like he's got a good premonition for what sort of obstacles he's going to encounter and how best to deal with them. And he's taking the second route. Excellent. Looks like he wasn't quite ready for that jump. Alright, here we have one of our regulars. Let's see how he's gonna do. Through the first checkpoint, second cooldown, up, first vertical jump, and he misses it. Oh, what a shame. Resets. There he goes again. Looks like that first curve isn't giving him any trouble, but he wasn't quite aligned properly for that first jump, which it seems like he's going to correct now. Yeah, perfect. Straight shot right onto it. Alright, that's the first segment down. Let's see how he's going to handle these complicated transfers coming up here. Looks like he's got the first turn down. No issues. And he hit the laser grid. Gotta watch those wheels, can't get those too close to the laser grid or else say goodbye to your car. He's taking the more complicated transfer route. That's good. There he goes. He wasn't quite prepared for that pop-up at the end. Oh, and he just barely misses the kill grid. And through the portal, that's the second segment down. Alright, now the third, the one that everybody's getting tripped up on. Seems to handle those first two transfers like a champ. He even predicts the third transfer. This guy is good. Keeps going. Looks like he's even familiar with the skip. He's finding his way over the level on top using the lava pillars. Looks like he may be resetting now in order to recover. He's going to try that maneuver again. Alright, let's see if he can work it out. Ooh, and he was a little bit too close to the kill grid. Paid the price for it. Third time's the charm. Good form so far. First transfer, second transfer, and third transfer. There he goes. Now up. And over. Excellent. Looks like he's in the clear now. Taking the route. Just hit the checkpoint. Jumping over the platforms 1, 2, and 3, and now he is very near the end. Up, over, and around, and through to the end, meeting the others. And that's it. And he's done. Now on to Zabuza. Who I'm sure is using a fun custom car. If I could actually see what vehicle he was seeing right now. Looks like that first wall got him pretty good. He's going to try and go the old route. Almost found his way up and over that pop-up blocker. Almost. And it looks like he is the last in the map. Can he make it before the map closes? That is the question. Alright, first transfer down. Second transfer. Unfortunate that it had to reach this point with a timer going. Oh, and he almost stuck that landing. How much time's he got left? 20 seconds? Can he make it? Looks like he's giving it his all. Good form. But he missed the transfer. 10 seconds left. Doesn't look likely, folks. 3, 2, 1, and this level is done. Okay, what do we have up next? Wormhole. What else we got? Okay, and then the last one was the card Cliffside Realm. Ground seems to shake. And it looks like Energon Ironhide knows this map a little better than everybody else. Saw that first turn coming and was prepared for it. Looks like this is using a non-standard Accelodrome, which I dig. Definitely love the originality here. So far, very nicely done. A lot of track and a lot of empty space. And it looks like Energon Ironhide is right on my tail. See if I can keep my lead. I'm gonna take a left. Is that a ramp? Oh, that's an asteroid. I have to steer clear of that. Music seems appropriate. Dark, intense. And spikes unexpectedly. I'm gonna take a right this time. Seems like again is the standard move. And it seems like we've got more virus shards coming up over here. Whew! Alright, made it through. The only thing that's bugging me about this is the floating point errors. It seems like this part of the map is much farther from the origin point than it would need to be. Doesn't seem like all that big of a map. Seems like everything's just spaced out a little bit too far. Okay. Looks like I've got more of those virus shards coming up. I appreciate that the nebulas are there to indicate that that specific obstacle is coming up. And that's a nice addition for an end portal. Or close to an end portal. Looks like there's 3 different routes and they all connect here. Very nice use of color. Several pop-up blockers. Around. Around. And around. And around. And around. I am afraid I'll end up running into one of these guys. I suppose there's no reason I should torture myself with those pop-up blockers. And there we go. Alright, now, pipeline segment. Yeah, I suppose I could do that after I'm finished with the current requests. Call sign Porter. Alright, let's see what old good gaming dragon is up to. Looks like call sign Porter's in the lead, just gonna spectate him until he loses it. And there he goes. How do I spectate back and forth? And Zabuza is already finished. Call sign Porter, back and forth, tab. No, that's not it. There's got to be controls here. Options, controls, camera, spectate next player. I guess I can only cycle through. Where's he? 9th. Okay, Princess Luna is the next to the finish. Good Gaming Dragon is right on their tails. And it looks like Max is currently filling along in last. Let's see if he can finish before the timer goes up. You gonna try and take the proper route? Looks like it. Okay, so after this one, I'm gonna do the Cliffside Card Realm, and then Pipeline segment, and then after that, I don't know, maybe a couple more requests, and then I think I'm just gonna use the extra time to work on. Yep, there we go. The game lobby. And there we go. Let's switch to a different car. Thinking, yeah, Iridium is good. Fits with the silencer's headquarters. It seems like some people like me incorrectly assumed that this is the way out. I guess now I'm gonna take everybody else's lead and use the actual door. And through the portal I go. What was that? Like a vulture. Boy, it's dark. Oof. Went a little bit too fast there. Nice. Hole right in the bottom of that. I'll probably have to fix that up at some point. Alright, it seems like the other part of the track is a little higher up than I thought. And some active... Oof! Active drones on the track. Anybody who wants to join, as long as there's room in the server, which I think there still is, just find it in the online menu. Whoa, jeez. Well, I was not ready for those falling rocks. Wonder if those trigger every time or just once. Just once, looks like. through a little tunnel here. What I assume is a lot of track down here. Looks like this is where it catches you. And then over and through and this way. Not sure what those are. So for anybody wondering, this is the Storm, or no, the card version of the Cliffside Realm, which is similar to how I took the concept art for the Lava Realm and made a map based off of this. This is the interpretation of that using, through a waterfall. Here we go. There's that. Back to the end. Alright, Purple Suede. So who's in the lead currently? That's going to be Energon. Ironhide in 4th. Looks like I came in 3rd. Okay. Purple Suede, close behind. And Max, right behind them. Looks like Good Gaming Dragon is the last one in the realm, behind Princess Luna. Two of them are finishing up the map. And relaxing end. Oh, looks like there's another straggler. Trailing along in 8th. And the animations don't trigger, so it looks like they clip through the walls. Which is fun. And not quite last and not quite least. Wonder if there's anybody else. Oh, there is. 2 others. Cartmanez. Wind Dracoon. Well, hello there to you. I don't know. I feel like this is a good time to just talk about channel projects and other stuff. Like later today, if I can work it, I will be uploading a trailer for a distance tournament. I've been streaming for about 35 minutes now, and just taking map requests. Yep. And yeah, I think after this, I'm probably just gonna split up the ignition map. Oh, I see. He's feeling around because he doesn't think he can finish. Okay. So I guess now it's time for pipeline segment, and then change my car again. Yeah, why not? Why not start talking about this guy? So, I'll post a video later that explains it, but next Sunday, I'm going to be hosting a little competition / tournament. For anybody watching, I might as well, I guess, announce it now. So what it is, basically, is just a competition in 2 parts. It's a map making competition and also a sprint competition. So, and this is all explained in the video later, but this car that I'm using right now is going to be the prize. So for anybody who wins one of the 6 slots for first, second, and third gets a copy of this car, as well as a special title / color in the server. So what that equates to is there's going to be a sprint map building competition with a time limit of 1 week. Nobody submits any maps and nobody wins. And if just one person submits a map, then that person wins by default. So it's kind of exactly how it sounds. This car just gets awarded to only the up to six, of course, people who in the competition, which I don't know. It's a custom texture for the MST Suzuka model from Beat That, which I spent some time putting together. It's fully recolorable, features an interior view, as well as has some other cool stuff. And I won't be posting this publicly, so this will be kind of like an exclusive collector's item. If I had time to cook noodles, there would indeed be more noodles on the stream, but I don't have any time. Probably going to get some after this, though. I don't think I'll have time for any other streams except for just the one today. So this is probably it, this and the competition announcement. So if you have an idea for a map and you want to submit it for the competition, this is a great way to get started because we're going to be playing all those maps. Yeah, the vehicle itself will be uploaded with a different texture, although it may or may not actually be recolorable. Because the model itself is it's just from Beat That. There's something that was ripped, nothing super exclusive. I'm thinking in the future I may do fully original models to give out as prizes, but yeah, the deal of it is I guess that I figured was a decent prize as far as prizes go. It's modeled after the Planet Hot Wheels MST Suzuka that I have, and I spent a while putting together the texture and making it look good, and I think it turned out pretty neat. Custom battle spec textures, huh? I won't say no. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing them. Custom accelerators realm. Well, how about this? I'm going to add a prize. How about? This is actually a good idea. Everybody submits a work in progress level, and the one that gets the most attention will be developed into a full level and published on the workshop. Kind of similar to what I've done in the past, working off of like kind of the basis of a level. So yeah, that'd be a good first place prize. And then let's see, that would be the first place prize for the map making competition. First place prize for the completely new junk realm? I mean, yeah, it could be really any map. Oh yeah. Well, distance is pretty inexpensive. It's $25 for a copy of the game, and it runs on virtually anything. With a couple of level editor tutorials that I've published, it's more than enough to get started. Well, not much I can do about asset appropriation, but all right. Let's see. For what would be a good prize for first place in the sprint tournament, because it's going to be combined scores for several maps. So that's the way it's going to go. We're going to play through all of the submitted sprint maps in the next stream, as well as noodles cooked by me. They'd be cold noodles. It'd be well, cheap noodles, cheap cold noodles in like a Ziploc bag in a package. You open it up and it's like halfway decayed, just covered in flies. Custom 3D model. I mean, that is an idea, but I don't have anything at the moment, which is the trick. That would be nice. Custom 3D model. Maybe I could release that main menu map that I've been using for that you saw in the main menu of the game when I started it up, as like as a first place prize to whoever places first in sprint. 3D models might come later. Oh, there's several tutorials. I'll actually link those in the description for the video, and I may make kind of an extra one, but with what I got, you should be able to get started. Better camera angles, nice. As for online play, being able to look at other people's models, that may be a feature that would come in the future, but it all comes down to whether or not people who have the necessary experience modding this game using C# have both the motivation and actually pull it off, which isn't something I'm going to make any demands about. I'm just going to take what I can get, honestly. Local mods for custom cars on distance is more than enough for me personally. And accelerators, Hot Wheels. Yeah, I suppose I could also accept like a request to rip a model from a Hot Wheels game, and then just import that specifically for them. But there's only so many models out there, and eventually that model will also be publicly released if somebody else rips it. Deadline for the contest is next Saturday, which is going to be the 2nd or 1st of March. Shadowjet, huh? Yeah, if there's a game that has that car featured, then yeah, by all means. Or a custom texture or something, just like revisiting a model. A map or some of... Can I do a map or some of it in a week? Unless the X has Shadowjet. Anyways, this is the map I'm talking about giving out. Just kind of a fun, like really Hot Wheels-esque map. Just lots of looping, curving tracks. I think it's a fun main menu track. Looks kind of retro as well. I was trying to capture that Planet Hot Wheels vibe, so everything kind of dissolves into lines at some point. Mission prologue map. Yeah, whatever you've got. If you want to submit it for the contest, then you're more than welcome to. In the end, or when a week comes and goes, we're just going to go ahead and play through all of that. Let's see. Wind Raccoon. What do you mean by can you do a map or some of it in a week? Seems a little bit confusing. Just the phrasing of it. Okay. So I'm thinking probably going to keep this start. Going to keep these couple of icons as a noob. Yeah, really, it's not limited to just the things that okay. It's not limited to just the parts of the map that you do within that week. If you have a project that's pre-existing, like if you've been working on a map for a couple of months and this is the motivation you need to get it done, I'm all for that. As complete as you can get it, you can submit an unfinished map, and if it's popular, then I suppose it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go ahead and can I just get rid of that? I'd recommend working at least I'd say 2 hours a day on it for a week. That's a pretty good balanced indicator of the amount of time it takes in order to actually do the map well. Even if you don't have any experience, 2 hours a week for a week, sorry, 2 hours a day for a week, that'll get you kind of up to where you need to be. Okay, so I'm just going to work on, this is part 1 out of 5 parts. I'm going to split it kind of similar to how it was split in the very beginning and work on different iterations here. So I think I'm just going to release this as a sprint map and then work on controlled timed animations without having to worry about different other stuff. Well, hello, Darth Space Lord. Not much. What is up with you? Anyways, any questions about the contest? Any questions about, or I don't know, feedback about the I also don't need you. Oh, great. Still there. I hate this bug. Oh yeah, I was gonna get this guy finished. This would be nice to play with the new chicane. Sorry. Okay, so ignition part 1. I'm just going to kind of follow the events of the story as they unfold. And I think after the tournament, probably going to end up yeah. Fluffy animation, Justin Bieber, no Hot Wheels, yes. Or no, that would be Justin Bieber, I suppose. Yeah, any map you've got, whether it's like a Hot Wheels based map or not, is eligible for the competition. Whatever you want to submit, I am more than for it. Now, I think the game closing after I exit editor mode may or may not actually have anything to do with the map being as big as it is. Maps are due the following Saturday, so the Saturday before the stream, just so I can look them over, you know, kind of create a playlist. Just gives me time to prepare. Nothing, any of the layers is visible. But yet, it's all still there. It's frozen, that's why. Okay, let's try this again. I have to recreate this bit. My favorite realm, personally? I like the Ruins realm. I feel like there's a lot of potential there. I don't feel like I have a consistent... Oh, nice. Crashed. I don't feel like I have a consistent favorite because there's different things I like about the different realms. There's favorite realms and you know that have been imported into Distance. There's favorite realms that I have that have been oh man, looks like this file is kind of corrupt. I may have to go and do some rescuing, building. Then there's different realms that I enjoy, which have actually were only featured in the show, and even realms that weren't featured in the show. I feel like the Warped realm has a lot of potential for some interesting mechanics. So it'd be nice to see someone take another go at it. Yeah, any maps that you want to see created in the editor, I'd recommend giving it a go yourself. 2 hours a day for a week, as long as you can consistently meet that deadline, even if it's just twiddling your thumbs and being like, you know, what do I want to do here? That's progress. Nothing's frozen anymore. That may have contributed to break. Everything unfrozen. Happy holidays, happy holidays. So whoop-de-doo, hickory-dot, don't forget to hang your sock. Still be coming down the chimney. Swamp background, select all. Bye-bye. Select all. I will send you on your merry way, good sir. Select all. no more. Select all. I'm gonna keep the temp background though. Lava realm, select all. By background, select all. You. Storm realm, select all. Delete that. Celladrum, coast, background, desert background. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all that. Save that level again. Well, I get a lot of requests for the world race maps. I suppose I'm a little tired, but anyways, it all comes down to the amount of time, energy, and motivation, as well as inspiration I have. Because if I have an idea, like I did for Ignition, like say, I really want to do this specific thing with a map. I've never gotten a chance to do it before. I think it might really be fun. That's kind of what led to the creation of Ignition. I just wanted to stuff everything into one level in a format that was, closer to the actual movies. You just used to select the maps again and again. Christmas song. The Christmas song on Distance is called Carol of the Bells, and making a layer frozen prevents you from selecting any of the objects in it. So like how I can select this object here, if I were to freeze that, then if I were to click there, I wouldn't be able to select anything. Because that layer is frozen. You can also toggle whether or not the layer is visible, which makes it easier to focus on parts of the map. And it's just a great productivity tool. But looks like this is just going to be the first step in creating the 5-part maps. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I was humming a Frozen song, or a Christmas song, was I? I don't understand my mind anymore. I kind of just do things without thinking about them. Anyways, thanks for everybody who watched. Keep an eye out for the tournament announcement video here in just a minute, and I look forward to your guys' submissions into the tournament next Sunday.